All right, so any first time listeners, this is the In the Mind of Haize segment where I get my stuff off basically. And if anyone could not guess, the first thing that we will be talking about this week during this segment is R. Kelly, indicted on 10 counts of sexual abuse against four victims. And so he was given $1 million bail. He had to post $100,000 of that to make bond. Could not post it, so he is still in jail as of this recording. And more stuff has come out from this. So he's actually $169,000 behind on child support, and owes another $166,000 in unpaid rent. So it's all falling down around R. Kelly. But to get into this case specifically, a lot of details have not come out. Some that have is that one of the victims actually turned in a shirt that happened over in one of these alleged attacks. And I don't even know why I'm saying alleged. I guess I'm just saying it to be PC, but at this point I think we all know it's more than likely true than not when it comes to R. Kelly, and it's all coming down crashing around him. So a shirt was turned in. They end up having his DNA on it, and it's just crazy to see how after the Surviving R. Kelly documentary came out, how just everything between the mute R. Kelly, between him getting dropped from a record label, it's just all slowly been crumbling, and it all consummated in him finally getting arrested. And it feels long overdue. And for those victims, I know at least two of them, I believe, were underage at the time of the encounters. So it's what we've all expected to come from R. Kelly for a while. They should have got him back in 2007, 2008. They didn't, but hopefully now that can be corrected. And I said it then when the Surviving R. Kelly thing happened. I think we talked about it on the hip hop podcast, The Breaks Radio. We talked about how long would it take? How long would it take for him to get charged? How long would it take for him to get arrested? I believe me and Johnny both didn't think it would happen this soon. But it says a lot. It says a lot about just people being tired and him feeling like he was untouchable for a while. I think everyone involved in this sees where they possibly failed the victims beforehand in other cases, and it's being taken very serious this time, and it should be. Me personally, I say throw the motherfucker under the jail, and I hate, playing jury or judging someone else on this, but one thing that is not, I won't defend it all, and one thing that I personally can't stand is any type of sexual abuse allegations. And this has been going on for the better part of 20 years with R. Kelly, even longer. When you look back at the documentary and some of the stuff that was going on. My opinion here, though, there are some people around R. Kelly also that need to get arrested. I've talked before about his manager who helped falsify documents when he married Aaliyah. That motherfucker needs to go away too, in my opinion. Some of the other people around him who just have done or helped him get away with things or cover up things or whatever, they all need to go. They all need to go away. So the fact that this is happening to him, I feel no sympathy. I hope he's charged to the highest degree that they can charge him with, that they can sentence him to. That's my personal opinion. You even hear on the flip side of this that there are women who are trying to get his bail money together, female fans of his that are trying to help him get out of jail. And when you hear about stuff like this, you just have to shake your head at it. It's just sad. But I hope for one that they get him this time, according to the law. I hope that they charge him. I hope everything is all above board. And that when he goes away, there's no questions, no ifs, and buts, no controversy, no doubts. Put him away. That's my personal opinion. Let me know what your guys is. But another thing, so we will talk about it in the discussion topic. We do talk to Rhonda Marion. We talk about the Jussie Smollett situation. So we get in detail there. But I do want to talk here just briefly about, so he, after he got out of jail, he did go to the Empire set, had basically a meeting with his castmates where he still affirmed that he's actually innocent. So it's like, how serious is he actually taking this? Um, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that, you would think that he would just admit it. Let's just go for it. I mean, hey, I guess keep your innocence until you're proven guilty, right? But it's all coming down around him too. I think that all the details have already come out. We talk about it later in the subject, but later in the podcast. But I definitely wanted to touch on that briefly, just to let everyone know kind of what's going on there and anything that was missed in that discussion topic. It actually came out after we recorded it. But I know we just talked about two very kind of bad and sad situations, but this next one I'm very proud to talk about, and that is Colin Kaepernick reached a settlement with the NFL. Now the numbers have been reported. Some places have it as high as $100 million that he got in the settlement. That's way too high. It's been in the $60-80 million range, and in some places have even said that it's probably considerably lower than that. But I'm happy that him and Ed Reed got their justice, so to say. I mean, the man has been out of the NFL now, over 2 years, and it was what should have been some of the prime years of his career. So now that that this has gone away, the question has started to arise: is he going to get signed by an NFL team? I personally still don't think he is. What do you guys think? I always like leaving you guys on a question here during the End of Mine and Haize segment. So do you think Colin Kaepernick will be signed by an NFL team next season? I personally don't. I posted on the Breaks Media Twitter page as well as the Awaken Soul page. Vote. Let me know how you guys feel. If you guys have any thoughts about any of these subjects, go ahead and send it in. Again, that email is theawakensoulpod@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. We're going to keep following all these topics and subjects as they continue to develop, especially R. Kelly one. I'll probably bring 8-Track Brown on to discuss some of it because, 8-Track, I love talking to him about that type of stuff, not just because he's loud and boisterous, but because it's a good conversation. And anyone who's new listening to this, just know when 8-Track's on, it's going to definitely be an experience. But that's it. That's it for the End of Mine and Haize segment. For the viewers of this segment on YouTube, make sure you go and follow the full podcast episode. There will be a link in the description. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and take a brief break. On the other side of that, it's going to be the unpopular opinion from the one and only P.Y. Tiana. I'll see you guys after that.